Hey, it's me. And... Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Oh. Woo. Woo. Whoa. This is a lightning cord. I thought it was a USB-C. Whatever.
Is this the C?
No, there is no C.
There is no C. Well, you see, guys, today on Two Bros, One Show, we're going to talk about stuff.
Stuff and junk.
Stuff and junk. What episode are we on?
I think this is seven.
Seven?
Seven.
We've hit 1 week's worth of episodes.
If you haven't watched any yet, you have enough for an entire week.
One a day.
One a day. Keep the doctor away.
Keep the sadness away.
Sadness at bay.
We try.
That's a C.
See, that's a hot C right there.
That's an anchor right there.
This is an anchor?
It's an anchor.
Oh, it's a hot anchor.
She gave you an anchor. You had to thank her.
I had to thank her.
Anyways, so we got a pizza. I had some points. Figure we get a crazy pizza and eat it. Give you guys some inspiration for what you might want or not want.
So you had a free pizza.
Because I have the Hut rewards.
And you were going to make a crazy pizza?
Uh-huh.
So what kind of pizza did you make?
Yeah, I think you saw the receipt.
I saw the receipt, but I saw jalapenos.
There's jalapenos, pineapple,
Ooh, these are moist.
pepperoncinis, because they were on the box.
They got grease on them, too. Real moist.
Yeah, they're fine. And Italian sausage, and bacon, buffalo sauce.
Just sounds like you just got everything.
I didn't get pepperonis. I didn't get mushrooms. I didn't get green onions.
Well,
I got red onions. I didn't get
red onions are better.
I didn't get green peppers.
What you got? Jalapeno peppers.
That's true. Those are peppers that are green.
Mm-hmm.
True facts. But yeah,
Just a little
something.
oh.
It's whatever.
Is that from?
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I feel like we're just dirtying up your table.
This is like a $20 IKEA table. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, speaking of IKEA, my friends went to IKEA today.
IKEA's pretty cool.
Yeah, I could have gone, but I worked.
Gotta eat those meatballs.
Yep.
They have vegan meatballs too. They're not bad. They're cheaper too.
Swedish meatballs. What is with my eye? Medium buffalo? So is there just more buffalo sauce to put on top?
Or they didn't put buffalo sauce on the pizza, which would be weird.
Well, let me move some stuff.
Did you want to show it off?
Sure, let's show off this hand-tossed Pizza Hut pizza that we're not sponsored by. And this is kind of sketch, so I'm not going to tilt it anymore.
We would love to be sponsored by anybody.
Please, don't eat your food.
Or sleep on your Casper mattresses, or I'd start a website with, what is it? I'm blanking now. Squarespace.
We're going to eat snacks and talk facts. Not really talk facts, but, just talk about what.
But if you're worried, it's okay, relax.
So, let's see. I mean...
Is there sauce on it? Looks like there's sauce.
No, yeah, it looks like there's sauce on it.
They just gave us extra buffalo. You want some of that extra buffalo?
Oh, man, this thing is falling apart.
Would you like a fork?
It's okay. You gotta eat this
Like you'd eat a normal pizza.
like you do a normal pizza.
People
Go
don't
ahead.
eat... Well, people do use forks.
Take a slice.
My father uses a fork on his pizza sometimes.
Oh.
And I'm like, B, that's ridiculous. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh
there's,
my god, I'm making on my phone. Sorry.
there's napkins, B. These are straight from the Chick-fil-A. Not sponsored. There's all sorts of goodies on here. Olives. I forgot to mention the olives.
Pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
Ham. Yeah. Honestly, it's like... I don't know. It just tastes like pizza, but with like a kick.
Yeah. I've never had it with buffalo sauce, I think.
Mm-mm.
So I thought, hey, what better time than Two Bros, One Show? And it's free.
I do like the sweetness of the marinara, though. It accents it.
Mm. It's true Italian fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Classic Italiana.
Not bad, though.
And that was wild. I was originally going to get anchovies, but they didn't have anchovies. Who doesn't have anchovies?
Jalapenos work really well on this though.
They do. The buffalo and the pineapple gives it a little sweet, tangy kick. And anyways, it's a good combo. Maybe in the description I'll post what's on the pizza, so you guys can order one for yourself. So,
It's been 2 weeks since we did an episode.
what do we have to talk about? We haven't talked about. It's like old news by now, but I think people are still talking about the whole Trump ban, and everybody's going off about Huawei.
Huawei?
But mostly just Huawei, even though it applies to a lot more than Huawei, like Xiaomi and all those other smaller companies.
Honestly, I looked at it, but I wasn't keeping up.
It's interesting because they do more than just phones. They do a crap ton of like communication stuff, and they have a lot of the 5G tech. They're kind of like the leaders in that, so it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. It's gonna really affect them, I think, though, as a company, because they can't do business with American companies, so they can't get Android updates, which is whatever. They can create their own software, but then they can't get apps because like they can't have Netflix, Spotify. Even if they technically can, like who's gonna want to partner with them? So they're not gonna have the big apps on there.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be very difficult for them.
And they can't do business with like, because Qualcomm's an American company, I guess, aren't they?
I think so.
So then they can't get like Qualcomm chips. And they have to make their own like everything. And they said they had a stockpile of like supplies, so they're good for a while. But that's eventually gonna run out.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You can't really do much unless someone repeals the ban on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they made some good stuff.
And the whole thing about like it affects drones because like DJIs based out of China. And
Was it?
Apparently.
So the ban will also affect DJI.
Yep. And then a lot of like police officers and like law enforcement use.
That's gonna be rough because I use
drones.
DJI stuff.
Yeah, so you can't get new DJI stuff or software updates if there's some glitchy thing, but I mean if you have a Huawei phone, I guess you can root it and go that route, but
That's true.
and then you can put it on, sideload it and all that, but if you want to go to the trouble.
Oh god, I put way too much.
Buffalo on there.
It's so sour from the vinegar.
Woo! I mean they have good buffalo sauce because I like their wings.
Yeah, I do like their wings. Their wings are pretty
Wing
good.
Street's pretty fire for like quick grab and go wings. Like you're lazy and want to order them, or you work somewhere like us where you're right next to a Pizza Hut. You just grab and go.
Yeah.
I always, order them while I'm still at work and then pick them up as I leave.
Because it's right there.
But yeah, I think it's gonna suck for a lot of Chinese companies. I mean, there's billions of people over there, so they'll be fine as a company, but it really hurts their reputation. I know they want to penetrate, the U.S. market. That's what she said. But
I mean, it's like, yeah. It's sad because we have so much some innovative tech comes out of there.
yeah, because I wonder how that's gonna affect OnePlus, because they're Chinese too, and they're like a bigger name in the U.S. than Huawei.
Yeah, and they just popped that Pro 7. So
Yeah, 7 Pro.
7 Pro. My bad.
I mean, they'll just start manufacturing everything in India probably.
Probably.
But still, that sucks for them. And is there even I know it's all crazy stuff behind the scenes, but I don't think there's any logical reason why they need to ban all that. There's a lot of innovative stuff because OnePlus is the first company to do a pop-up camera on a large scale, which is pretty dang innovative. And
because they did it. Because they also own. Are they owned or they also own Oppo?
Oppo, yeah.
Oppo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the night camera, yeah. Mm-hmm. Pop-up camera.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of, I don't know, all the phone makers out there seem to do a little more of the innovative stuff first.
Yeah.
They like to play it safe in the U.S., especially Apple lays low until the tech's really developed, and then same with Samsung, kind of. They're starting to be that way, because, I mean, they did put the fingerprint sensor in the glass, but people who are established tend to play it safe because they don't want to lose what they got.
Yeah, it's hard with first gen tech too. When it's so new.
But then some of your other companies, like your Huawei's and your Xiaomi's, aren't afraid to
Do it.
just do it. What else? New iPods got released.
What generation is this on now?
I haven't been keeping track. I want to say like
The last one was a 6,
7 then?
7th maybe? Oh.
7th. It's interesting because I was browsing and I guess there used to be, like I used to look at Apple's website all the time because I'm a Apple guy. I've had Macs for forever and iPods and pretty much everything. There's no, at the top there's like headers for like Macs, iPhones, whatever. There's no iPod header. So you have to like go into the search and actually search for it. It's kind of like hidden. They're not really advertising it a ton.
Right.
But it's interesting. It's got the A10 processor, which is the same as the iPhone 7. So, it's interesting. That's the biggest thing, and then all the specs otherwise are the same. It's got like an 8 megapixel rear camera and a 1.2 megapixel front camera.
Functionality wise,
It's just real basic. And then you can spend upwards of like $400 to get a 256 gig version. And it's like, why would you want to spend that kind of money? At that point, get a used iPhone.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know. It's kind of crazy that they decide to do that.
Glad they're still making them because there's a lot of history and crap with the iPod. Like I had the 3rd gen iPod was my first iPod, and that was like super old, big clunky white one.
Mm-hmm.
So they go way back. So it'd be crazy to see them just in that line. The iPod Touch was a pretty big deal when it first came out.
Right.
I had one because I was on Verizon and couldn't get an iPhone, but I hopped on that iPod Touch right away so I could have all the same stuff and browse the web and something that fits in your pocket.
I don't know. It's just like it
We started with a iPod Touch way back in the day.
Yeah, but
I'm glad they still make it for like kids because there's a lot of parents that don't want to get their kids a phone yet.
Mm-hmm.
And you can still do all the stuff you do on Wi-Fi. So you can do iMessaging and FaceTime and all that.
But I mean, it's just even though there is probably a small market out there, it's just a device like that. It's soon to be obsolete because of how many people have phones now.
Why not buy a phone and then just not put service on it until the kid's
exactly.
ready?
And be about half the price probably.
Probably. Or when you upgrade, give your kid your old phone and don't put service on it.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, yeah.
They're super small still. They haven't changed that size. It's still like practically the size of the iPhone 5.
Mm-hmm.
Which is neat that they still make something that small. And it's definitely proof that, like, they were saying they were going to get rid of the, or not support the SE, even though technically the specs are still fairly good, but it was like a screen size thing. But this obviously proves that it's not.
Right.
And it proves that they're going to keep the 7 going for a while since this uses the same processor. So, unless it's one of those things they just don't update, but Apple's usually pretty good with updates. So yeah, it's just something I'd hate to see die off, but there's really not a market for it.
Mm-hmm.
Super big market. I mean, it's something you can get in addition to your phone to, like, I don't know why you would do that, I guess. If you wanted, like, to spend $400 on a 256 gig version when you have a 32 gig phone and you just want to get more space without buying a whole new phone, but you could trade in your phone. I don't know.
I don't know. It's yeah.
I mean, you can throw Spotify on there and have a real small, easy, pocketable little music device. But yeah.
I mean, but for that price,
Get a cheap Android phone.
yeah,
It
just
does
a
way more.
cheapo Android phone.
But you get that build quality of the Apple provides.
I mean, if you're just throwing it in your car,
I guess, yeah. I don't know.
it's not gonna go anywhere.
That's true. But yeah. And then...
And then just take out the battery and then plug it in the car and boom.
But it's not good to run it without a battery in there.
It's okay. It's $30.
But I don't want to spark anything.
True. Yeah.
Anyways. And then... June 3rd? 2nd or 3rd? I think it's the 3rd. Is the Worldwide Developer Conference for Apple. Some new software and stuff like that. I'm going to possibly release or at least announce iOS 13. There's some cool stuff supposedly coming out with that, like, you know, system-wide dark mode, which would be cool since they have their newer phones are OLED. I know you're a Samsung guy and Android guy. I don't really follow all that, but
I don't. But
it'd be interesting.
I mean, I got AMOLED.
Yeah.
And I've got a dark mode.
And I saw something about screen mirroring, so like you could have a second use your iPad as a second display.
That's cool.
Yeah. That would be pretty neato. Get like a little stand for it.
Yeah, same day. It's also the Pokemon Direct for Nintendo.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
What's that new thing Niantic's coming out with?
Pokemon Sleep, bro.
Well, no, they have like outside of Pokemon, they're doing the Harry Potter.
Huh.
Basically the equivalent of Pokemon Go.
That'd be popular too.
That would be pretty cool. I don't know if I can jump on like two things at once though.
Pokemon with more of my life, so.
I can't do Pokemon. I can't stop Pokemon until I reach level 40.
Why?
Because that's the end. That's as high as you can go.
Really?
So once you hit 40, what's the point in going anymore? Unless you just really like trading and playing and battling. And
Pokemon Sleep.
yeah.
That's a new thing too.
I haven't looked into that too much.
I don't know how it's gonna monitor your sleeping, but
Hatch eggs while you sleep or what?
catch Pokemon while you sleep.
Oh, that doesn't make sense.
I mean, I really don't know. They're like, I was looking at an article,
Mm-hmm.
and they were showing off this thing that looks like a pad. It looks like a charging pad,
Mm-hmm.
but it looks like a Pokeball. I don't know if that has anything to do, but it's being sold kind of like a Pokemon Go Plus as an accessory.
Can't I just do that on my watch and like have it monitor my sleep and catch Pokemon?
I don't know.
And I heard they're gonna discontinue the Pokemon Go app for the Apple Watch
Why?
because they have Adventure Sync, and that works better. And they're gonna add something to Adventure Sync where it'll tell you about nearby Pokemon.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And there's gonna be Pokemon Home.
So the whole Pokemon ecosystem, world, whatever.
Basically, yeah, it connects your. It has. It's basically like a cloud-based server kind of thing for your Pokemon games. So we're talking about the Pokebank, upcoming Pokemon Switch games.
Oh,
Your
everything.
already Pokemon Switch games. Pokemon Go will also be connected to it as well and whatnot.
So
But I
everything just-
haven't read too much into it yet.
Everything's just linked, basically. Your Pokemon world.
Yeah, and then they're coming out with the Pokemon Home. It's like the Google Home, but it's a little Pikachu. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
They
That
should.
part I just made up.
They should have done
They
that.
should.
Instead
If they
of that,
did that,
instead of that stupid OtterBox like Mickey Mouse ears, it'd be cool to get like a Pikachu.
a yellow
Or a-
Google Home Mini with a Pikachu.
Why couldn't they just make it a freaking Pokeball? That'd be so easy.
That'd be sick if they did a Pokeball speaker, smart home speaker
Google Home.
with Pokemon Home software.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
that would be sick.
We should pitch this idea to Nintendo
Nintendo/Google.
/ Pokemon Company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'm just saying.
Yeah. What other tech news is there? There's no real new games coming out. Even
No.
though there's less.
Why?
Because we got like 4 more.
How many did you eat?
I'm on my first one, but
How
I'll
are
have
you
another one.
still on the first one, man? I'm
I've
so hungry.
Because I've been talking.
I know, me too. And snacking.
I had lunch.
Me too.
I had a big burrito for lunch.
Me too.
You did?
I actually had garbanzos.
Garbanzos,
Sponsor us if you want to too.
They're kind of a small time
Hey,
thing.
it's okay. I like my falafels. My hummus.
Oh, hummus.
Hummus.
But yeah, there's some cool stuff coming out. I can't think of anything else. No new phones announced. I saw that your boy MKBHD had an iPhone 11 case allegedly, which looked like all the renders are correct, where they're going to have that square camera that has 3 cameras in there.
That's weird.
Square camera module. Let me pull it up here. If you guys just Google iPhone 11, it should pull up pictures. iPhone 11 mock up. There we go.
Are the corners going to be more squared now?
I don't think so. I think it's still got the notch because for some reason they can't go away from the notch. But it's like that.
That's kind
Or
of.
instead of being the vertical 2 cameras, it's a square and then 3 cameras.
So they didn't want to do the row kind of like everyone else?
Guess not. They wanted to do their own thing. Where's my boy? Somewhere, if this will, there we go. Pretty snazzy. And I watched the review for the Asus Zenfone 6.
Mm-hmm.
Looks pretty cool. I still don't know because the camera, it's your rear camera that flips up, so it's got a like super dank selfie cam. But then how would you make a case for that? I can understand like the OnePlus 7 Pro where they have a slot and your camera just pops up.
It would have to be like that. So you would have it looked like a t-shirt without sleeves, like a tank top.
But then there's still going to be see, if you make a case and your camera's here and it flips up, you would think there'd still be something here to hold it on. Otherwise, when your camera's not flipped, it's just going to... I don't know. It seems like everything's...
So if you take your phone case, right?
Uh-huh.
This would be covered up, but it'd be cut out like this.
Like a U.
And then this would be open right here.
Just a U cut out. Okay.
That would be the simplest way to do it.
It would still wrap around the top a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't just slide off.
Because,
I mean, a lot of those iPhone cases were already cut off in the bottom anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd just be the opposite.
But that seems cool, except another thing with dust and all that. It's not at all waterproof.
Well, it can't be with those rotating parts.
But the 7 is. The OnePlus 7 Pro. It's not IP anything certified because they didn't want to pay for the licensing, but they still tested it and like showed it dumped in water.
now they might have some kind of seal when it opens, goes up. But the flipping camera, who knows?
Yeah, I think it's
'Cause
cool
you-
on that flipping Asus Zenfone. You can set it to whatever.
That is pretty
You
cool.
can rotate it to wherever you want as it turns. It's pretty dank.
That's pretty dank. Yeah, that's the illest.
Mm-hmm.
It's underneath the table.
Way down there. My piece of whatever fell.
What is that?
Sausage.
Sausage?
Sausage.
Sasuke?
Sasuke, yes.
Sasuke!
But yeah.
Naruto!
Yeah.
Sasuke,
Yeah, cool.
Naruto, sausage.
Okay, back on track.
Okay.
But yeah, that seems pretty cool. What else? You went... I don't want to hear people talk. You went and saw Godzilla.
Godzilla.
The new Godzilla. How was it?
Godzilla. Sayonara. Okay.
Did it scare you at all? Because I know Godzilla is like a problem for your people.
Godzilla. It was good. It was a good movie. I mean, I know Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes be like, "Hey, this is like a 30% or like a 30 out of 10 because the story sucks. Man, no one's going to watch it for the story. Okay, we just want to see giant ass monsters beat the shit out of each other. And honestly, it could have used more.
Giant ass monsters.
Giant ass monsters kicking the shit out of each other. Could have used more of that. Would have been awesome. But I went to go see it at a smaller IMAX, but like
Smaller.
it was.
You went to actual IMAX or you saw it in town?
IMAX.
Okay, so you went to.
I went all the way to Westminster.
Oh. Was it worth it?
Yeah, because it was Godzilla.
Because I know you're supposed to see in-game in IMAX because it was shot in IMAX.
See, I watched it in XD though.
It was fine. I saw it in whatever the AMC has here. Basic.
But, anyways,
I
wish I was a little closer to the screen because then I would have really gotten that feel of King Ghidorah coming out of the ground, staring at you. It was good. They stayed true to the characters. They didn't do anything stupid. Like,
yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, they didn't give him like lips or anything.
But yeah, no, the characters stayed pretty true. The original kind of story behind the characters stayed fairly true to the original.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty crazy because you got Ghidorah, there's no spoilers here because they were literally in the trailer, but you got Ghidorah, Mothra, Rodan, Godzilla, Now, there's a little bit of spoilers.
Break it down.
If you know Godzilla, there were a couple things that were in the movie that were mentioned and used that really opened up opportunities for other monsters. Already created monsters. Not some new made up ones.
Godzilla.
Not like those Mutos, from the first Godzilla movie.
Monsters already in the Godzilla universe.
Mm-hmm. We're talking
established characters
already from previous movies, and honestly, I don't know which characters.
They could have their standalone movies.
Yeah,
that's what you're saying.
Not exactly standalone, but in the next Godzilla movie.
They could have a more prominent role or continue there.
Because Godzilla's got to be there. I don't think they would have a standalone movie. I think Godzilla would always have to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it opens up. So I don't know what they're gonna plan on doing. I don't know what they're taking from the Showa era, the Heisei era, and so forth, different eras. But I don't know. It was good. If you're a Godzilla fan, you would like it.
It didn't scare you at all?
Godzilla. No.
Okay.
But it was a fun movie. It's just action, and that's all I was there for. Was
okay.
Badass, giant kaiju, ass kicking, nuclear, atomic action.
Okay.
And I don't know how well versed you are with Godzilla.
I've seen a few Godzillas. I've seen the super old ones.
Yeah.
And I've saw the one in like 99, 98.
Yeah.
I had that on VHS. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not the best movie.
No, not at all.
At all.
Yeah.
Still funny that they, after that disaster, Toho was like, here's Final Wars, we got the rights for Zilla. Now let's kill fucking Zilla. Yeah, that's great.
Mm.
Anyways, if you've seen the first Godzilla, from 2014 by Legendary, you might like it. This one, just a little more fighting.
Yeah, I like giant monsters.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. It's already online. It was in the end of Kong Skull Island, if you hadn't watched Kong Skull Island. But they did mention King Kong.
Saw that.
But they tried their best not to show King Kong in this movie.
Huh.
But they mentioned King Kong. I mean, because you can already see online they're already setting up for Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yeah, I thought that was already a thing. It's more or less a thing.
More or less a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But my buddy and I were discussing how they're going to incorporate King Kong into this. Just because in the Kong Skull Island movie, he's 30 meters.
Mm-hmm.
So how does he grow to 100 to fight Godzilla?
radioactive something.
It's gotta be some nuclear things for him. It's gotta be some kind of plot armor so that he can take on Godzilla.
Yeah. I could see that.
Mm-hmm. It's gotta be something. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And literally, we discussed about this. Godzilla is a walking nuclear bomb.
Basically, I mean...
Kong is just a giant monkey. So... I don't know how they're gonna... They have to have some type of plot armor for him to be able to take on Godzilla. And... Literally, my buddy was like... salty about the original Godzilla vs. King Kong because Universal had made it. And so they were biased towards King Kong winning in that old movie. I feel like Godzilla has to win this in this new... As cool as King Kong is, I love King Kong, but like...
That's the only way they're going to do it.
Godzilla, if you look at Godzilla and his history,
they're going to make Godzilla...
He's a planet-busting giant dinosaur.
They're going to make Godzilla out to be the villain. That way they can soup up King Kong and be like, he needs all this to help us.
Yeah, but...
That's just going to be the plot.
It's going to be part of the plot. But then this is the other thing. How are they going to incorporate King Kong? I think it's going to be some kind of Batman versus Superman thing or Civil War thing. Mm-hmm. Not really Civil War, but Batman Superman kind of deal. And they have to introduce future Godzilla characters in with King Kong being part of this universe now.
Interesting.
Because King Kong was never part of the actual universe. They just did like a thing back in early days to the movie. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Interesting, yes.
Yeah, I'm nerding out.
That's cool.
But yeah, it was a fun movie. You should go watch it.
Yeah.
Take your wife with you. Just get some popcorn and just watch giant monsters.
Just watch giant monsters.
Definitely sit closer to the screen because you're gonna want to just see giant monsters.
Yeah, but I don't like sitting super close.
But it
that
just
neck hurt.
I know, but it helps with the feel when they're going like this.
Okay.
It looks like they're about to step over you. I wonder what it would be like if that was actually 3D.
Yeah. If they had it like the digital dome where you can...
Oh, that would be crazy. And then you see the giant foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, good movie. I like it. Definitely for the Godzilla fans. So, people were clapping at the end.
That's cool.
So, definitely Godzilla fans.
Yeah. People that actually...
But, I know they're trying to make this like an MCU thing. You know. With this universe. And who knows, maybe Godzilla might be popular to kids again. I saw a kid at work the other day telling his mom that he was, or grandma, that he was excited to go see Godzilla.
Yeah.
And I was so happy.
Cool.
So. Anyways, what else, man?
Speaking of MCU, I was just looking up Disney Plus because there's supposed to be a bunch of new shows on there, like a specific Falcon show, and there's
Right.
$6.99 a month. Can I afford to tack on another,
Subscription?
monthly subscription? I've already got Hulu and Netflix and Spotify,
That's how they get you, man.
and you want it for that stuff, and I'm not gonna like. The wife was like, "Well, we can watch one show and then cancel it and then resubscribe when this other." No, it's too much.
It's quite a bit of money too.
$6.99.
No, if you just cancel and resubscribe for just one show.
Yeah. It's not worth it. I just keep it not buy a snack at work for like twice a month and it balance out.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyways, it'll be interesting with all those shows, and I was looking up all the stuff about Guardians 3 because we're rewatching all the Marvel movies.
You and Leia?
But we're watching them in order. Like, in timeline order, not release order. So where's the thing? There's that. It zigzags around. So that's the... You can just look it up online.
How is it watching in that order?
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It definitely, makes more sense with the characters and all that. And their stories.
How has it seen some of the quality of it?
It
Because you go from like 2010 to like 2019. It's like
yeah.
2008.
Because you start off with, instead of Iron Man, you start off with Captain America, the first Avenger. It's interesting because, like, it's also interesting after you've seen Captain Marvel and all that, and, you know, hearing Nick Fury talk about stuff, and then you realize I lost his eye. But it's a fun way to do it, and it'll be interesting to see what they do for Guardians 3. Apparently Thor's going to be in it,
Thank God.
because, you know, he hopped on the
Right.
in-game, so,
I was hoping for that.
you know, the Asgardians of the Galaxy.
And Guardians of the Galaxy.
So that'll be interesting. But there's this cool chart I can throw up in the description, but
Yeah, I'm excited then
it's not going to focus probably.
that Thor's gonna be in it.
But yeah, it's just not going to focus.
I was worried it's gonna be pre-Thanos.
There we go.
And
It starts at the top and then zigzags through to show you the order of everything. Kind of cool. So you have like Spider-Man before you have. Well, I guess you have Ultron before you have it. It's more or less in order. It's just the beginning because you start with Captain America and then you go to Captain Marvel, which you know is one of the later movies, but timeline-wise, it's way back the beginning. So yeah, I think we just saw Ant-Man again. We're going to skip a couple because we recently watched Doctor Strange. Because I actually skipped that when it came to theaters. Didn't see it.
Yeah, and in the works is Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2,
Yeah.
Guardians of 3.
Pretty much everybody that didn't die is going to come back because they want their money. They can keep milking money from Marvel and Disney.
Yep.
And then it'd be interesting when they finally do another X-Men movie now that Disney owns 20th Century.
That's true.
You'll get a much better movie than all the other shitty ones. Maybe we can get an actually good Fantastic Four movie.
The only thing I worry about is Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
Because Deadpool's really good. That's the one Fox
hella nailed.
Yeah. The big thing, though, as long as they have Ryan Reynolds, they'll be fine.
Well, they'll have Ryan. It's just the mature quality. I don't know.
Oh, if they're going to keep it, like, you know, PG.
How they might. I don't know.
They might make it too PG.
Yeah.
I could see that, I guess.
When it's supposed to be rated R.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
I need him to curse and put sexual innuendos in there and
Yeah.
shoot people
I don't know.
and blood
It's funny, but he's kind of overkill.
and breaking the fourth wall.
Because, like, Deadpool is every wannabe, like, comic book nerd's favorite comic book character. I mean, there's people that legit like him, but a lot of people, you know, that's their, you know,
yeah,
they don't really like comic books, but they like Deadpool, and they can, you know, slam a, you know, rock star and go watch a Deadpool movie.
I'm just saying because
Same thing with Guardians, almost.
that's just Deadpool's character,
Yeah.
so you can't really down him.
Like, you don't have to know anything about comic books. You can jump in and start watching it.
But in general, Disney just can't really change his personality, man.
Well, hopefully they don't.
Hopefully, I don't.
We'll
If
see.
if they do Deadpool 3, though.
You know the fans aren't gonna want that, so.
You want the last two slices?
Sure, I'll have them in a second. I gotta.
Okay. Because I've literally... You're still on your first slice, and I don't know how many I've
I
eaten
gotta
at this
pace
point.
myself. I had a pretty big burrito. I went to Fuzzy's.
Nice.
We got a breakfast burrito. And I have my cups, so I go and get, you know,
I just,
refills.
I just needed some extra carbs.
It's got protein, hella protein.
It is a very protein-loaded
Mhm.
pizza.
I thought about doing meatballs on there. I didn't want to do the thing that most people do when they have freebies, and that's get literally everything. I'm gonna see them how expensive I can make it. Like, that's just, you're not gonna eat it, and then you're wasting the supplies from the store, and it's just a dick move.
But I damn near finished that pizza for you.
It's like people who they used to give out, like, sorry we messed up your order or we're too slow. They used to give, like, free vouchers at Starbucks, and then people would use those to get, like, the most expensive drink they possibly could. But then nobody's going to drink it, so what's the point? They just want to see how expensive it is.
don't you put some buffalo sauce on that?
I put buffalo sauce in my last one. It's pretty good. It's no Frank's Red Hot, but it's pretty good. But yeah, anything else? Any other movies you're psyched for? I still need to see Aladdin. Don't spoil it. No, it's the same as the animated one. But I want to see how Will Smith does. A lot of people said
Honestly,
they liked it.
dude, I don't have anything I'm hyped for right now. Godzilla was the last thing I was hyped for.
Yeah.
That was
Wow.
pretty much it.
I'll have more to talk about next week because I'm going tomorrow to... I'm only going for one day, but to Denver Comic Con.
Jack's down there right now
Or-
with his brother.
It's Denver Pop Culture Con because they can't call it Comic Con without paying for licensing the Comic Con name. And what's the point in wasting money on that?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of like the whole thing I was just saying about the IP ratings on the OnePlus 7. It's like you have to pay to get it certified. Why would you pay money, save a little
Honestly,
money?
it's just a convention.
It's all kind of the same. They call it Pop Culture Con so they can have more stuff besides just comic books. They can say it incorporates movies and, you know,
Games
TV
and
shows. Yeah,
TV
but
shows.
it's pretty cool. They have a pretty good, you know, dealer's room, artist alley, all that. You know, tons of, you know, floor-to-ceiling T-shirt shops, and, you know, I have some buddies that have, and I think a couple of them still are tabling down there, so it'll be cool. But yeah,
Cool stuff.
I'll try and get some cool stuff.
Not for me, but for you.
I know. I don't want to spend a ton of money. I know. I got well, not a huge list, but I have a list that the wife made up of all the things we got to hit to get, like, different, mostly prints from different people. And then there's a person doing a Darkwing Duck print with, like, all the villains and stuff.
Duck.
Darkwing Duck's pretty legit.
Duck.
Did you ever watch Darkwing Duck back in the day?
I didn't, but I know of it.
You know of it? Just like DuckTales.
Right.
And then the new DuckTales is incorporating Darkwing Duck a little bit. Because, you know, they have that special link with Launchpad McQuack.
What he said.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. And any other tech news? Not really.
No, not really. There hasn't really been much going on. This summer's starting a little slow.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We'll see what happens with WWDC if they release any, like, spoilers for hardware. Because they usually release hardware in September. But we'll see in software-wise what's going on. And got any big summer plans?
Going camping. That's about it.
I'm going to go camping at some point, too. Probably with you and Wes. I'm going to Sad Summerfest in July.
I'm gonna...
That's like pop punk emo music.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't have too much planned right now. Just some camping trips. Spending time with my family.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. I don't think I'm really out going anywhere else, so.
No.
No.
Going to Yellowstone in September
That's cool.
for like a week and a half.
Put some PTO in that.
I put some paid time off in that.
That's good.
Yeah.
I put some paid time off this next week for it.
For camping?
For camping.
Mm.
I don't know why I'm speaking like this.
You're psyched to go camping then?
I just want to go camping.
You want to like chop down a tree and feel manly?
I mean, I ain't trying to chop down no trees because I ain't trying to kill Earth.
Oh, Mother Earth, yes.
Mother Earth. I'm sorry. You can kill me now.
I want to get like, go out camping and just man it up and eat beef jerky and drink
I eat dirt.
like black coffee and throw knives. And,
I mean, I do drink black coffee.
yeah.
I don't like sweet coffee. I do like my sweet coffee. But
You don't like your like.
I just like having that black coffee.
I like to drink black coffee every once in a while. It's definitely gets you more jittery. Or maybe that's because nobody else wants any of my like plain black coffee, and so I drink a whole pot
It
of it.
suppresses your hunger a little better than if you had cream and sugar in it.
Yeah,
That's the main reason why I do it. Just because
I do cream and
I
sugar
don't
in the
want to be
morning now.
snacking on like stuff when I'm over calories or anything like that.
I just don't worry about calories, you know. Oh, hey,
My first knife fight.
Stephen Rhodes.
Nice.
He's an artist. Yeah. It's on my Instagram, so check it out. Any Anything else we're talking about?
I'm gonna snag the other half of that cookie. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Oh, talk about cookies?
No, not really.
What's your favorite kind of cookie?
I don't. I don't know.
Not like nothing specific. Chocolate chip, oatmeal chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, a macaroon.
Honestly, I like all cookies.
Cool beans.
Like, I'm even that guy that will eat an oatmeal raisin cookie.
I don't,
I like oatmeal raisin
I don't
cookies.
hate oatmeal raisin. I just think, it's depressing when you expect it to be chocolate chip and it's not.
That's true, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's so true.
And like, what kid wants like fruit in their cookie?
Well, I did.
Yeah, well, it's because that's all you got, probably. Yeah, sweets were like forbidden.
No.
Just stay home with your calculator and do math.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're neat. But yeah, I guess we don't have a whole lot else to talk about.
Sorry we didn't have World Wide West today.
We've been trying to get Wes on, but he keeps making plans, and he's got more of a life than we do, I guess. But we'll get him on eventually.
Last 2 weeks, we were supposed to film yesterday with him.
But then you didn't know.
I didn't know we were filming yesterday. I thought we were filming today on this Saturday. So I had Godzilla tickets bought. So that's why I went to go see Godzilla.
Yeah, we'll have to get like a hologram, like superimpose him here, like he's Tupac at Coachella.
Did they do that?
They did that, yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know that? Yeah, they brought him back.
Digital animation.
Yeah, I'll show you when we're done here. But yeah, I guess that's it for.
Like a Vocaloid
Uh-huh.
in Japan.
Yeah, it makes me think of Star Wars. How they bring all those characters in. But anyways, I guess this is us signing off. Two Bros, One Show. Hope it was entertaining. This is a crazy pizza. I'll list the toppings in the description.
And you better finish it.
I will finish it. They're still like, it must have fallen off of your slices. You gotta eat those jalapeno solidella.
But I just had a cookie. It's not gonna taste good. That was a crunchy jalapeno. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
It's still going at it.
Yeah, it's the freshest. They must have been slicing like fresh jalapenos.
Yummy.
But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. We'll try
Sausage real quick.
We'll try and get West on next week. And yeah, Two Bros, One Show.
Thanks for watching.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Bay.
Bay.